There I go. Hey y'all, it been so long since I went live. I forgot how to do. It ain't been that long. But hey y'all, how y'all doing? I'm just getting set up over here. We're gonna do, every Wednesday. I've been doing managing holiday blues privately, but I'm gonna do it publicly today, just so you can see what it's about in case you forgot about me and all that. And this bright light I am using for TikTok. So I got to see where I'm going to set this up at so I can see. Let's see without it falling. Hold on. Got to get my stuff together and make sure I'm not covering the rest of the cameras. I don't want to hold it in my hand, but I might have to. I can do that. I can multitask. Hey, y'all, I'm getting it together. My name is Shanti Refuge. Hey, I got somebody who is coming in. So let me hold on. I forgot to hit go live on TikTok. So I'm on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. And I'm doing the Managing Holiday Blues webinar. So, lash is trying to come off. Not today, not right now. Anyway, thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. And let me let my person in so we can start. Hello, Nancy. How are you? Well,
Hi, is there a live session?
yes, it is. Come on. Just get
Thank you.
comfortable. We're starting. Thank you for being here. So, if you don't know who I am, my name is Shanti Refuge. I'm a certified mental health coach, mental health advocate, keynote speaker, and author. And I am here to help women release, heal, and thrive through the practice of guided journaling. If you don't know what guided journaling is, that is basically this is how I do it. I give my clients specific prompts that help them with whatever that they are trying to resolve, whether it's a past trauma, past hurt, maybe it is a breakup or anything of the sort, you name it. If I have gone through it, then I have the prompts for it. Let me say that. If I haven't gone through it, I will tell you, hey, I can't help you with this because I haven't gone through this. I'm a firm believer in how am I going to teach you something if I haven't gone through it myself, right? But, I think I've been around the block a few times to feel confident enough to be able to provide that. I do have lived and learned experience through schooling and through life, bad choices, but that's for another day. You are here today for managing holiday. All right, so this is Managing Holiday Blues. Again, Shanti Refuge, that's me. And that's another introduction to who I am, what I do. I did start my business, Shanti Refuge Journals, in 2021. I actually started on my healing journey in 2018. And once I got the hang of it, then I was like, okay, there's other people out here who need this. So here I am. So we're going to be talking about holiday blues. And it's going to support you in learning the meaning of holiday blues, reasons why many of us experience it, the common signs and symptoms, helpful tips to manage holiday blues, and what to expect. Always, when you're in anything I'm on, it is a safe space for open discussion, transparency, coping strategies, and care. No matter where you are viewing me from, is always going to be a safe space. I believe in safe spaces. So, what are holiday blues? The holiday blues are temporary feelings of anxiety or depression during the holiday season that we associate with extra stress, unrealistic expectations, or even memories associated with the season. Seasonal affective disorder, or SAD. Seasonal affective disorder is a diagnosable problem linked to fewer hours of sunlight during the winter. And people with seasonal affective disorder have symptoms of depression throughout the fall and winter. And this is during the time when, the time changes, especially like for me, I'm in Texas. So we just had time change. We fell back. Now, some areas don't even have that. I wish we didn't, but whatever. So, symptoms of the holiday blues. You are tired, you have a lack of energy or motivation. There's some tension, frustration, loneliness, or isolation. Definitely sadness or a sense of loss. So, all of these are symptoms of having the holiday blues. If you feel like you do have the holiday blues and you want a firm diagnosis, I suggest you see a therapist. I am not a therapist. I cannot diagnose you. But I have had holiday blues, and I probably have them now. I don't know. But I can tell you that these are the symptoms. So, triggers of the holiday blues. Some things can trigger it. You might probably don't even notice you have it until you have these triggers. One of the triggers, family gatherings. Another thing, the over commercialization of the holidays, over committing yourself during the holidays. And we're going to get into all of these a little further. Financial worries, alienation from family, or grief or loss of a loved one. So, start with family gatherings. So, does your family gatherings usually come with a side of drama or is it the main dish? Now, you know what I mean when I say that. Every time y'all get together, it is something, nothing good. Somebody's fussing, somebody's drunk, somebody's this, somebody's starting something. Everybody has that one person in a family, or some people, it's all y'all in a family. So, if your family gatherings are known to have some kind of drama, or if going home triggers you, know that you are only in control of you. You cannot control what Aunt Betty says or what your mama says or what your sister or your cousin. You can't control anybody else. You can only control yourself. With that being said, how you cope with being triggered from family gatherings. Don't expect the worst. Even though I know last year Uncle Bobby showed his ass at the table, probably literally and figuratively, or your cousin Johnny, she said something she shouldn't have said, whatever. Or if every year since you have been alive, you have known that your family has something going on at the family table, don't expect the worst coming into the next holiday. So place your focus on something positive, like catching up with a cousin that you haven't seen in a while, or enjoying your favorite dish. Also, to cope, you can make a plan. Let someone you trust know your code word for when it's time to go or for when you're feeling overwhelmed and need to leave the space temporarily. I know for me, my code word is pineapple. So whenever my wife hears me say pineapple, she knows it's time for me to go. That's my code word when it's time. Yes, when it's time to go. Or if you just need to go outside and get some air, do that, but let someone you trust know where you're going. So, you won't leave by yourself because it's dangerous out here in these streets, even in your own yard. Or you could set a time limit. You could say before you even get there, I'm just going to be here for 15 minutes. Or if you don't want to go, do not go. Just say no. I decline. Don't go. No is a complete sentence. You don't have to give a reason for not going. Perfect example. This year, I chose not to go to my aunt's house for Thanksgiving dinner. I chose to have Thanksgiving with my dad for the first time ever in life. So, along with my children. So, I didn't feel the need to give an explanation. It is what it is. I said no, and that's what it was. Feelings were hurt, but life goes on. Another symptom of having holiday blues, holiday over commercialization. So we all know that Christmas is not like what it used to be when we were kids. And it seems like most people's drive is to outdo the other with, who has the best outside decorations, who has the best decorated tree or the best decorated home for Christmas, and who buying the most expensive gifts or who's getting invited to the Christmas party. That Christmas party that, people always want to be invited to but never are, you know. And with those things, we have lost the true meaning of the holidays, which is none of these I just mentioned. So, with holiday over commercialization, how you cope, you focus on spending quality times with those who are important to you, no matter who they are, where they are, what y'all doing. Focus on that time with those who are important to you. Volunteer in your community or donate to your favorite charity. I personally like to volunteer my time, at a shelter or at Ronald McDonald House. That's my favorite. I always say them because they're my favorite. And, volunteer. It takes your mind away from what you got going on, or, it feels good when you are helping someone else. So I always recommend that you go and volunteer. Start making your own holiday traditions. I think I just did that with Thanksgiving, you know, um, that will take you back to how it used to be, if that resonates with you. So if you have this fond memory of, gathering at your grandmother's house and grandma no longer here, so you know how that is when grandma passes away, the whole family falls apart. And if you have a memory, going, if it's still available to you to go to grandma's house, and start new traditions or do your own thing at your own house, whatever feels good to you. That's what's most important. Another thing is overcommitting. When I say overcommitting, I mean, okay, yes, you are the best cook in the family. Everybody relies on you to cook. And every year you have done it, but this year you are burnt the hell out and you need some help. So, when I say everything, you bought the food, you cooking the food, and now you're serving the food and you're hosting. That's too much. And it can easily make you feel overwhelmed. And if that's the case, then, you know, say no. Or maybe you are the life of the party and you have gotten 5 invitations to 5 different Christmas parties. Ladies, you know what that means. 5 different hairstyles, 5 different makeups, 5 different outfits. And that costs. So, or maybe your family thinks you're rich. Or maybe you are. And maybe they expect you to buy all the nice gifts. Maybe they do. That don't mean you have to. Just because somebody expects something of you don't mean that has to happen. So how you cope with that, ask for help. If you are used to being the one who's cooking, serving, buying, all of that, if you know you feel overwhelmed and are overcommitted, ask for help. Or you can easily just say no. Not this year. I know I've done it for the last 30 years, but this year I'm saying no. It is perfectly okay for you to do that. Don't feel bad about saying no or asking for help. Financial worries. Now, this one is a big one, especially when it comes to the buying of gifts. Showing that you care does not equal spending money or obscene amounts of it. I'm going to say that again. Showing that you care does not equal spending money or obscene amounts of it. Don't stress yourself out by spending what you know you don't have or run up credit cards for anyone. Not even them kids. For real. The holiday has gotten away from what it used to be. So, we don't want you going broke just for one season. And then in January, you are in the red or at zero because of you went all out for Christmas or for the holidays. So, how to cope when you're having financial worries is to create and stick to a shopping budget. I know back in the day when our family was smaller, I know, right? Back in the day when our family was smaller, it was okay because it wasn't too many people we had to buy from. But when our family started growing, what we used to do was write everybody's name, and even the kids, everybody's name goes into a jar. So whoever, and we pull names, and that's who you're getting a gift for. So, instead of having to buy for 20 people, now you only have to buy for one. Except for when, if the kids pull a name, the parent had to buy a gift for whoever name they pull. And that's understandable because kids don't have jobs. But, create and stick to a shopping budget. You know what your budget is. Nobody else knows that but you. Or you can think of alternative ways to gifts, such as, making arts and crafts and giving them out as gifts, or write nice notes, or plan coffee dates. Those are acceptable things. And for people who you offer that to who don't accept it, That tell you right there, that's not your people. So, or you can plan a Friendsgiving with your closest friends or relatives. You know, don't worry about having this big old soiree. You know, you can't afford it this year. Do something intimate, with your closest people, and have them all bring a dish if you trust their cooking and their cleanliness. And I'm saying this in all caps with my chest. Fuck them kids. And when I say that, you know how our kids are. They will, they compare. They have no sense of spending. They want what they want when they want it and think they deserve it when they really don't. And if you are that parent who, gets whatever the kid wants despite their behavior, or, that's your business. But don't go broke. Don't go broke doing it, because you're not setting a good example for, your kid. If you sit up here buying stuff you can't afford, and then they're expecting, then when you can't get it again, then they're ungrateful, and then you mad at them. But you said you started that, so you can't be mad at the kid, for not teaching them better. All right. So moving on, alienation from family. There are a lot of reasons why we are alienated from our family. It could be, the family fell out last Thanksgiving, somebody in the family gossiping, somebody came out the closet, or, there's traumas. You don't want to be around Uncle Billy who, did not nice things to you back when you was a kid. Understandable. Or, y'all got divorced, you and, your husband got divorced, or your husband cheated. Just think about the movie Soul Food. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, go see it. Then you'll know everything I'm talking about. So, how to cope from being alienated from your family? First of all, you already know that, you don't want to be around your family. You knew that from the last holiday when y'all was together. So make a plan before the holiday approaches. Make a plan for yourself. You can stay home and use that time for self-care. When I say self-care, I'm not talking about bubble baths, manicures. I'm not talking about that. When I say self-care, I mean, feeling your feelings. Allow yourself to feel your feelings. You're human. We all have feelings, and it is totally acceptable for you to feel your feelings. But what we're not going to do is sit there in your feelings, because that is not productive. Cry if you need to cry, cuss, holler, scream, and once you get it out, write that shit down. I was gonna say journaling somewhere in here. Journal, write it out, or connect with a support system. If you don't have a support system, and then you're within the sound of my voice, you got one now. Connect with the support system. Please ignore the social media filters. When I say social media filters, 9 times out of 10, I'm the 1% that don't do this, but 9 times out of 10, somebody is flexing and flossing and flashing, whatever, for you to see. And for some people, that creates that want, like, why I can't have this? Why I don't, I want to be like this. And half the time that shit ain't even true. It's exactly what it is, a filter. So, you have to learn what's fake and what's real, and ignore that shit. Ignore it and create your own traditions. If you know that, you don't foresee yourself going around your family for the rest of your life, create your own traditions. Go out, make new friends, connect with new people, like-minded people who won't, judge you, or, anything like that, or do you wrong. Of course, we don't know that up front, but you have to, use your discernment in some things, because sometimes just by the look of somebody, you can tell what they about just by looking at them, especially if you've gotten on your healing journey. I know I used to could not see people for who they were until I went through my healing journey. And now you don't even have to open your mouth to me. And, if I look at you, look at your picture, then I know. So you have to, practice your discernment. So another reason we have the holiday blues is grief and loss. Now, when it comes to grief and loss, I'm gonna give you an example of what I had one of my clients do. One of my clients had recently lost their grandmother. Not this past Thanksgiving, but the Thanksgiving before that. She lost her grandmother that year. So in 2023, she lost her grandmother. And of course, Thanksgiving was always at grandma's house. So this was going to be the first Thanksgiving that grandma wasn't around, but it was going to still be at grandmother's house, which was a great thing, but I told, my clients to, first of all, set boundaries, you know, with the events and the gatherings. Don't be trying to do everything and anything to distract yourself. You're grieving. You don't want to be distracted. You need to feel your feelings. So, hey, how you doing? So you honor the memories and traditions of those who you lost. So what I told my client to do was set a place at the table for grandma as if she was still there. And she thought I was crazy when I told her that. But she did it. She trusted me and she did it. And she came back and said that that was the best idea. They would have never thought of that. Just to set a place at the table for grandma as if she was still there. And it helped them, to talk about her and to, continue on with the Thanksgiving tradition. So now this past Thanksgiving would have been the second Thanksgiving that happened. And I had to follow up and check on my client. And she said they did it again. The first year she said they actually had food at the setting where grandma would sit. But this year they didn't do that. But they did, set a place for her and put a name plate there to let people know, don't you sit there, that's grandma's seat. That's how you, honor your loved ones. And again, journal, write it out. Allow yourself to feel your feelings. I feel you. I feel you on that. Pray about it and ask for help if you need help. I don't understand. And now that I'm on the other side, I didn't understand. I don't understand why people don't just ask for help. But when I was back over there, not asking for help, I knew why I wasn't asking for help. So I'm here to tell you to ask for help. Ask for help. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. It's okay to not be okay. There are plenty of resources out here where you do not have to suffer in silence and feel like you're alone, because I guarantee you are not alone. Even if you feel like you are, you're not. So journaling to manage holiday blues. So journaling is one of the most effective tools that many people use to help cope with the holiday blues. So when you journal, you can gain a deeper understanding of your thoughts and emotions, and you can explore why you might be feeling down during the holidays, because sometimes you don't even know why you're feeling down. You just know you're not feeling good. And that's the term I use. When I'm not feeling good emotionally, that's what I was telling my wife. Oh, I don't feel good. And she'll be like, she knows now to ask me, what's wrong? What happened? But sometimes we don't have an explanation. That's why you need to start writing stuff down, and maybe those emotions will come out. So you can explore why you might be feeling down and what those triggers are, what triggered those feelings. And when you write down your thoughts and your feelings in a journal, it can help you process and release them. And this can be incredibly therapeutic and can help you feel more in control of your emotions. It really can. I'm here to tell you. They don't call me Journal Babe for nothing. I am here to tell you, baby. You would think I invented the journal the way I be in it and talking about it. But hey, it helped me. So that's why, I put that on. And I always say journal, 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 because it works. So journaling can also help you to focus on the positive aspects of the holiday season. And by keeping a gratitude journal, you can write down all the things you're thankful for during this time of year. And this can help shift your focus away from negative thoughts and towards appreciation and joy. January 1st of this year, 2024, I started my own gratitude journal. And what I would do is write 3 things I'm grateful for and why every day. And I have done it every day up until today. I haven't journaled yet today, but I will when I'm done with this. But just so you can get the picture, create a journal, do a gratitude journal, and it'll keep your mind focused on what you're grateful for instead of keeping your mind focused on what you don't have. Try it. It works. I might do a gratitude challenge later. Overall, journaling is a powerful tool that can help manage the holiday blues, and it allows you to process your emotions. It helps you to gain perspective and focus on the positive aspects of the holiday season. So if you're feeling down this holiday season, consider giving journaling a try. It won't hurt. It doesn't hurt. I promise you, nobody's gonna see it. All it is you taking. It doesn't take 5 minutes, maybe 2 minutes to journal. Just write it down and watch what happens. So loneliness, that is a feeling and not a fact. Sometimes our brain will tell us that no one cares, and that is absolutely not true. So do not hesitate to reach out to someone, including me, like I said before, if you find yourself feeling lonely. Because I know what that feels like. I used to say the same thing, like, oh, nobody cares. I'm so alone. And that was not true. It's just a matter of, people aren't mind readers, and you have to open your mouth and speak. And a lot of times our pride keeps us from doing that. But that's another show. So if you or someone needs help coping during this time, there are resources out there. There's the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. You can call 988 or you can text 988. And there are licensed professionals there to assist you. There's also the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration. Their number is 1-800-662-HELP or 1-800-662-4357. They're there for the same thing. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 1-800-273-TALK or 1-800-273-8255. They are also on suicidepreventionlifeline.org. So these are a few resources that are available to anyone. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, what you look like, if you even brushed your teeth the night before or the day before, it don't matter. This line is available to you. It does not matter who you are. Call it. There are people that are there to help. So with that being said, that concludes my journaling, managing holiday blues webinar. See, I said journaling because I'm on that journaling stuff. Thank you, Miss Nancy. I appreciate you for being there. Now you can see me. I think, let me see, where's my camera? To make my camera see me, but my camera don't want to see me, so I'm sorry. But if you have any questions, please feel free to put them down and I will answer your questions. If not, then I just have a couple of announcements. If you have not subscribed to my newsletter, every week I send you out journal prompts every week at no cost. I just ask that you answer them. So you'll get it automatically if you sign up to my newsletter. I will not bug the shit out of you. I might send you an email once or twice a week, maybe, depending on what's going on. Because I don't like all those emails. So I don't do people how, I wouldn't want to be done. If you don't follow me on social media, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, Thread. I'm everywhere, and I'm Shanti Refuge Journal. So if you want to connect with me, please come and connect. I tell my story unapologetically. I provide tips. I provide affirmations. That's my thing, affirmations. So I'm here to help. It's not about me anymore. I'm here to serve. You had something you wanted to say, Nancy?
First of all, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
I just want to say, I think when I signed up, I just heard about it today. When I signed up, I thought I had clicked on today, but when I got the email, it said for next Wednesday. But I thought, well, heck, I'll just try the Zoom URL and see if it works.
It's the same.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It looked like it was just standard. So that's why I just wondered if anybody else had tried to sign up and it was the same thing. And they're like, oh, it's for next Wednesday, not this Wednesday. So okay. I just thought I'd mention that to you.
Okay. But thank you for letting me know.
I'm glad I got a special one-on-one
you
session.
Did.
So,
you absolutely did.
So thank you so much. It's really, really wonderful material. And unfortunately, as you could hopefully tell from all my emoji reactions,
I saw.
it's all too true. So it's really insightful. And yeah, I think I'll sign up for the journal for the prompts. And yeah, hopefully that'll get me in a better place. So I really appreciate it.
Thank you. It is my pleasure. And if at any time you need some special prompts from me, just email me or DM me. I am here for you. I can help you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
And,
much.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Also, we're not friends. I wish I lived nearby in Texas, wherever that is. I can invite you over for Thanksgiving. Or not Thanksgiving.
I travel.
Some other time.
Wait a minute. Now, where you at?
I'm out Florida.
Oh.
So yeah, it'd be great to meet your wife and kids, and so
yay.
I was like fantasizing about, oh, this could be my new friend. As well as my
don't threaten me with a good time, baby. I travels.
Yeah. All right, good to know.
Thank you.
It's the best time of year in Florida, so yeah.
I've never been, so baby, I'll be there.
Okay, well, I was gonna say it has more minuses than pluses. I'm hoping to get out of here. That's part of my wellness issues. But
gotcha, I gotcha.
That's a whole nother
Well, you
story.
can always come to Texas.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to be on a hunt as soon as my middle schooler graduates high school. I'm hoping to move. So I will be researching other parts to live. That is for sure.
I understand. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you so much for spending it with me, because you could have just went and did something else, but I'm glad you came.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you and your help and your seed insights and time.
Thank you. All right, I'll talk to you later.
Sounds great. Be well.
You too. Bye-bye. Later. Oh, that was Nancy. Thank you so much, Nancy, for coming on. I don't know why my camera not showing on here, y'all. Oh, there I go. I didn't think my camera was showing. But thank y'all for coming and being on. And thank you. Go to my website. I just updated my website with some good stuff. ShantiRefuge.com. Go ahead now. Go to my website and see what all I have. I have uploaded new freebies, complimentary products. I have uploaded new digital downloads, ebooks, short reads. I have downloaded courses. I especially want to talk about my current course that I am working on, which is called Falling for My Damn Self. If you have been following me, you know that I have done that live before, and I just wrapped up in the first weekend of November. We wrapped up Falling for My Damn Self. Now I have made it a self-paced course. I did, some surveys, and people were like, I want to do self-paced. Okay, fine. Go to my website, ShantiRefuge.com, and check out what I have. If you sign up for Falling for My Damn Self, you get 40% off, because it ain't ready yet. So, and when it's ready, it will be ready by January. And you can start the new year off right by falling for your damn self. So go to my website and get the information, and you can see what it's about. Thank you all for taking the time out to visit me for Managing Holiday Blues. And if you aren't following me, follow me and subscribe to my YouTube. I am Shanti Refuge Journals. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Later.